Have you ever stopped to question your thoughts? To wonder if everything you think is actually true? If you're like most people, you assume that your thoughts reflect reality. But what if they don't? What if the mind is like a storyteller that often distorts the truth? Today, we're diving deep into an eye-opening exploration of how our thoughts shape our reality and how questioning them can lead to profound freedom and clarity. Get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's begin this journey together. From the moment we wake up, thoughts flood our minds, self-judgments, worries about the future, regrets from the past. We tend to believe these thoughts without question. But why? The mind doesn't reflect reality, it interprets it. Imagine looking at a sunset. One person might think, this is beautiful, while another might think, I wish I could see this with someone special. The sunset itself doesn't change, only the thoughts surrounding it do. This means our suffering isn't caused by reality, it's caused by the meaning we assign to reality. The mind is an architect of illusions. It constructs worlds from fragments of memory, fear, and expectation. What we perceive as truth is often nothing more than a projection, a mirage created by layers of conditioning and past experiences. The mind is a perpetual motion machine. It generates thoughts without end. But here's the thing, you are not your thoughts, you are the awareness behind them. Think of your thoughts like clouds passing through the sky. Some are dark and stormy, others are light and fluffy. But no matter how many clouds appear, the sky itself remains untouched. You are the sky. Your thoughts are just passing through. This is a concept rooted in many ancient philosophies. In Zen, they say, the mind is a drunken monkey, flinging itself from thought to thought. Yet the true self is the observer, the silent witness that sees without attachment. Have you ever been trapped in a cycle of overthinking? Running the same scenario over and over in your head, unable to find peace? Overthinking is like trying to stir a cup of muddy water with a spoon, hoping it will clear. The more you stir, the murkier it becomes. But if you leave the water alone, it naturally settles and becomes clear again. The mind, when left undisturbed, returns to clarity. This is why many great thinkers, from the Stoics to the Buddhists, emphasize the power of stillness. The mind does not solve problems by force, it dissolves them in silence. Our thoughts shape our reality, but many of them are based on outdated or false beliefs. These beliefs act like filters, distorting our experiences. Consider this. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll subconsciously look for evidence to support that belief. You'll remember past failures, interpret neutral events negatively, and ignore any proof that contradicts your assumption. But what is a belief? A belief is simply a thought you've repeated enough times that you've mistaken it for truth. The moment you realize this, you begin to reclaim your power. The walls of the mental prison are made of paper, not stone. One of the biggest insights in learning to navigate thoughts is the importance of presence. The present moment is the only reality that exists. The past is just a memory, and the future is just a projection. The great philosopher Alan Watts once said, "Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone." When we stop chasing after thoughts and return to the present, we find peace. Try this now. Take a deep breath. Feel the air enter your lungs. Notice the sensations in your body. For a moment, let go of your thoughts and simply be here. This is where freedom lies. Not in controlling thoughts, but in realizing that we are separate from them. Emotions don't come from external events. They come from the thoughts we attach to those events. If someone criticizes you, you might immediately feel hurt. But is it the words that hurt, or is it your interpretation of those words? We react emotionally because we unconsciously assign meaning to situations. But what if we paused before reacting? What if, instead of assuming the worst, we simply observed the thought and let it pass? The ancient Stoics practiced this through the art of detachment. They understood that suffering is not caused by events, but by our perception of them. By creating space between a thought and a reaction, we gain emotional freedom. So what lies beyond thought? What exists when the mind is silent? Many spiritual traditions describe this as pure awareness. When the mind quiets, what remains is an immense, boundless presence, a deep inner knowing beyond words and concepts. Some call it the soul, others call it consciousness. But whatever name we give it, it is the most fundamental truth of our existence. We are not our minds. We are something greater. So what's the takeaway from all of this? You don't have to believe everything you think. Your thoughts are not reality. You are not your mind. Freedom comes from questioning thoughts, letting go of overthinking, releasing limiting beliefs, and embracing the present moment. Before you go, let me leave you with this. The next time a negative thought appears, ask yourself, is this true? Or is this just a story my mind is telling me? Thank you for watching, and remember, your thoughts don't define you, only you do.